I went to Taco Bell, ordered chicken quesadilla. I said to the cashier, where the heck goes Zilla? Oh, what? Oh, what?
Okay, so I was down the street a little bit further. I went into the Mickey D's and said, hola. I went up to the cashier and he said, what would you like for your order? I said, whatever you got back on the counter. He said, I got a bunch of stuff, you can have it all. You just have to pay that little bill. And so then I was like, what? I don't have any money. I thought this was free, like an orphanage. So I went out back. Went out back and there they were, all these little kids that had no parents. I was like, hey, all of you come with me and we can go down to the lake and take a little trip. We found a little sailboat, we all got in. We went for a little cruise and it was so awesome. They were like, wow man, you are the best. And I was like, hey, I don't really care. I'm just having fun. Yeah, your turn.
What? What? Oh man, I don't even know if I can follow that. Oh my gosh. I gotta breathe first. Wow, Tanner, that was amazing. I'm completely blown away by
It doesn't really make sense.
Keep it coming, man. We're having a rap battle. Alright. With the KFC, I got some chicken in me. I didn't think it was free, so I took my money. And he said, are you gonna pay? I said, no way. He said, hey, what you doing, man? I stole the chicken. I ran out to the truck. Tanner said, hey, man, let's throw it at some. They threw stuff at us.
Okay, I don't know what to sing about, so here it goes. We just came back from retreat. I'm afraid of what I'm about to say. Oh, that's close. This is bad. I'm all lost in my mind. I don't know what to say, and it's like a big crime. I went to the prison that one day. There are all these people dressed in black and white dress things, and I didn't know what they're doing right there. So I'm like, hey you, can I borrow your clothes? And I fit right in, except this one guy, man, he dropped the soap in. Oh my, no, you don't want to know what happened. Oh my, I had to go and forgive my sins. You should have seen that man. He was crying tears up and down those aisles and drinking beers. I don't know what he was going on, but I told him, hey man, you come with me. We can go back to this party. So we're walking down the street, and there they were, the 3 Ninja Turtles and this guy named Bubba. And I'm like, hey, what's the one with you? And they're like, he got hit by a car in a beef stew. I'm like, how can you turn a turtle into beef stew? It's like, I don't know, it just sounds cool. And I'm like, you guys want to come with me? We're gonna go down to this party. And they're like, what? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't we want to go down to your party? I'm like, I don't know. You guys are like some kind of freaks, aren't you? They're like, what do you say? And then we started boxing, and I was like, man, I'm out of shape. They're like, hey, you better watch it, okay? You just think you're better than us, don't you? And I'm like, what? And then I pulled out a gun like Captos in the grill, and I'm like, wow, they think they're all that. I just killed all of them on their backs. And I walked away with my friend, and he's like, I love those guys, why do you do it? And he started beating me up, so I was like, I'm leaving this, and I shot him too. And so I ran down to the petting zoo, and there they all were, these little chickens, and I was like, free eggs, that makes a good breakfast. So I cracked a few open on the sidewalk, because it was over 100 degrees, and man, that's hot. And I was like, wow, I wish I had some pepper and some salt right now, because these would be the best scrambled eggs I've ever had. So I'm like, I scooped some up on my omelet, and then I took a big sip of my diet pepper, and it was like, wow, this is the best meal I've had in all day long. And it was only 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know why the sun was up, but it was really crazy in this little pub. Your turn, man. Use the rain. Right. We were down in creation, having fun in the sun all the day long. We were in the creek, flowing smooth as cream. Didn't know what to do when the girl started screaming. There were crayfish growing on their feet. We had to run out and run through the streets. We were walking, we were talking, it was all fun. But then all of a sudden, the clouds blocked the sun. It started raining and lightning and thunder. It was raining and lightning, and we were all started running. When running, we were slipping, and it was all muddy. So we started wrestling, and then it all got funny.
After we started wrestling, we got muddy, and we're like, whoa, we ain't doing this forever. We need to go swimming and clean up ourselves. We got cleaned up and got to the concert. And when we got there, we pop, lock, and drop it. I'm out. I got nothing left. I think I'm done for like 2 days now. At the concert, it was a banging. Word to your mother. What was that? You can put advanced. Yeah. Go. Okay. Here we are going down this one highway. We're going about 102, and it's so crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. She's driving like a monkey on steroids. I don't know why, but it's so crazy. I mean, I've seen better with a chimpanzee. That chimpanzee, you want to know about him? He had 4 toes and 8 fingers. And I asked him why, and he was like, I'm not a monkey. And it turned out he was my brother, Solly. Solly was a half man, half woman. He came from Australia from an ape family. I'm not even going to go into that, why it happened with him. But, okay, Solly is like Bigfoot, sort of, but it's not as hairy. He's sort of about maybe 8'10", and I'm like, yo, you want to go down to the road and do some skateboarding? And he was like, of course, I'm professional. So we go down and we're going about, I don't know, about 5 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden, we hit a little pothole and he falls over and his head gets carved. And I'm like, oh my! So I just go away because I'm afraid the cops are going to blame me for this again because my other colleague, he lost his head 5 days ago because someone doesn't know how to tie their shoelaces. And then so I'm running through the woods. Now pops in a bind of deer. I drop on his back and we're flying. And all of a sudden it turns into an ET and we're like flying over the ocean. We end up in the wall of China. And all of a sudden I'm like, wow, that was crazy. And I'm like, keep going, you deer. And then all of a sudden he's like, you want to see something awesome? He sees a rainbow. Goes to the other side, find that leprechaun pot of gold. It's huge. So I go back home into my mansion because I again got all this money up in here. And all of a sudden I spend it all and I'm broke again. Ball.